Hey everyone, I'm Miriam, a nurse practitioner, and nurse educator. Welcome to Nurse Career Blueprint. Passing the NCLEX is a huge accomplishment, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Getting ready for the NCLEX can feel overwhelming, but with a solid plan, you can approach it with confidence. In this video, we'll break down how to create an effective NCLEX study schedule that fits your life and maximizes your chances of success. Remember, everyone's journey is different, so we'll focus on creating a flexible schedule that you can adapt to your learning style and available time. We'll cover everything from understanding the exam format to incorporating self-care, so you'll be fully prepared on exam day. Now let's dive into the first step and demystify the NCLEX format together. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and check the links in the description for more resources. Before we dive into creating your study schedule, let's understand the exam itself. The NCLEX-RN, or National Council Licensure Examination for Registered Nurses, is a computer adaptive test. This means the exam adjusts its difficulty based on your responses. Don't let this intimidate you. Instead, see it as a personalized experience that hones in on your knowledge and skills. The NCLEX-RN focuses on assessing your ability to apply critical thinking and make sound clinical judgments, skills you've been honing throughout nursing school. The exam covers a wide range of nursing content, but don't worry, we'll break it down into manageable chunks. Understanding the structure and content areas of the NCLEX is crucial for creating a targeted and effective study plan. In the next section, we'll explore the major categories covered in the NCLEX, giving you a clear roadmap for your study journey. Let's break down these content areas together. Now that we've demystified the NCLEX format, let's shift our focus to you and your study journey. The first step is to figure out how much time you realistically have to dedicate to NCLEX prep. Consider your exam date, work commitments, personal life, and any other obligations. Be honest with yourself about how much time you can consistently dedicate to studying each day or week. Remember, consistency is key. It's better to study for shorter, focused periods regularly than to cram everything in at the last minute. We're aiming for quality study sessions that allow you to absorb and retain information effectively. Once you have a clear picture of your available time, you can set realistic study goals and create a schedule that works for you. In the next section, we'll explore how to determine the ideal number of study hours based on your individual timeline. Feeling overwhelmed by the sheer volume of NCLEX content? Trust me, I've been there. The key is to break it down into manageable chunks. Think of it like building a house. You wouldn't try to build it all at once, right? You'd start with the foundation, then the walls, and finally the roof. That's where the NCLEX-RN test plan comes in handy. It's your blueprint, outlining all the content areas and their respective weights on the exam. Use this as your guide to create a study schedule that makes sense for you. For example, if you know that physiological integrity has a higher percentage of questions, you'll want to dedicate more study time to it. Remember, this is your NCLEX journey, and you get to decide how to build your dream study plan. So let's grab that test plan and start crafting a schedule that will lead you straight to that RN after your name. Let's get specific and create a sample weekly study schedule for week 1, focusing on the nursing process. Remember, this is just an example, so feel free to tweak it based on your own preferences and available study time. Monday, we'll dive into the assessment phase. Review your notes, watch videos, and really understand how to gather and validate patient data. Tuesday, we'll focus on nursing diagnosis. Learn how to analyze assessment data, identify potential problems, and formulate appropriate nursing diagnoses. Wednesday, it's all about planning. We'll explore how to develop individualized care plans, set realistic goals, and prioritize nursing interventions. Thursday, we'll tackle implementation. Learn the different types of interventions, delegation principles, and documentation best practices. Creating a structured daily routine is crucial for maximizing your study time and absorbing information effectively. A well-organized plan can make a significant difference in how you manage your time and retain knowledge. Think of it like training for a marathon. You wouldn't just run aimlessly, right? You need a clear path and a set of goals to guide you. You'd follow a training plan with specific goals for each day. This approach ensures that you are progressively building your stamina and skills. Start your day by reviewing the material you studied the previous day. This practice not only reinforces your understanding but also helps you identify any gaps in your knowledge. This helps reinforce your understanding and identify any areas that need further clarification. Highlight key points and make notes to ensure you grasp the essential concepts. Next, dive into new content for the day. Read your textbooks, watch videos, create flashcards, or use any other study methods that resonate with you. Diversifying your study techniques can make learning more engaging and effective. Or use any other study methods that resonate with you. Experiment with different techniques to find what works best for you. Remember to schedule short breaks throughout your study session to avoid burnout. These breaks are essential for maintaining your focus and energy levels. Get up, move around, and give your mind a rest. Physical activity can help rejuvenate your brain and improve your concentration. Stretch, grab a snack, or simply step away from your study materials for a few minutes to clear your head. These small breaks can make a big difference in your overall productivity. Or simply step away from your study materials for a few minutes to clear your head. Use this time to relax and recharge. After covering new material, it's time to put your knowledge to the test with practice questions. This step is crucial for reinforcing what you've learned and identifying areas that need more attention. Aim for 20 to 50 questions daily, focusing on the topics you studied that day. This consistent practice will help you become more comfortable with the material, focusing on the topics you studied that day. Analyze your results and take note of any recurring mistakes or challenging areas. Identify your strengths and weaknesses, and use this information to guide your future study sessions, and revisit any concepts that require further review. This iterative process helps solidify your understanding and ensures you're well prepared. In the evening, you'll build a strong foundation of knowledge and skills that will serve you well in your academic and professional pursuits. Hey, future nurses! Miriam here, and let's talk about practice questions. You've heard it before, and I'll say it again. Practice makes perfect, especially for the NCLEX. Think of practice questions as your secret weapon, your key to unlocking NCLEX success. They're not just about memorizing facts, they're about applying your nursing knowledge in different scenarios, just like you'll do as a registered nurse. Now, you might be wondering, how many practice questions should I be tackling each day? A good rule of thumb is to aim for 20 to 50. That might seem like a lot, but trust me, the more you do, the more comfortable you'll become with the format, the content, and the critical thinking skills the NCLEX demands. Remember, it's about quality over quantity. So even if you can only squeeze in 10 really focused practice questions one day, that's perfectly okay. As your exam date gets closer, it's time to ramp up your preparation by simulating the actual NCLEX testing environment. This means finding a quiet space where you can focus without distractions. Turn off your phone, let your family or roommates know you're not to be disturbed, and try to mimic that test day feeling as much as possible. The more you practice under realistic conditions, the more confident and less anxious you'll feel on exam day. Remember, the NCLEX is a marathon, not a sprint, so it's important to build up your stamina. During your practice sessions, time yourself just like you would on the actual exam. This will help you get used to the pacing and make sure you're not spending too much time on any one question. Staying organized is absolutely crucial throughout your NCLEX journey. It's the foundation upon which your success is built. A well-structured study plan will keep you on track, help you manage your time effectively, and prevent you from feeling overwhelmed by the sheer volume of material. By breaking down your study sessions into manageable chunks, you can tackle each topic with confidence. Think of your study plan as your roadmap to success, guiding you through each step of the way. Just like a traveler relies on a map to reach their destination, you'll rely on your study plan to navigate through the complexities of the NCLEX. Now, there are countless ways to stay organized. From traditional methods to modern digital tools, the options are endless. Some people prefer the traditional pen and paper approach, using a planner or notebook to jot down their study schedule, deadlines, and important notes. This tactile method can be very satisfying and helps in visualizing your progress. Others prefer digital tools like apps or spreadsheets to keep track of their progress. These tools often come with features like reminders and analytics, which can provide insights into your study habits and areas that need improvement. The key is to find a system that works best for you and stick to it consistently. Consistency is the secret ingredient that turns a good plan into a great one. Life happens, and sometimes things don't go exactly according to plan. That's perfectly okay. Flexibility is just as important as consistency. Your NCLEX journey is your own, and it's important to be flexible and adapt as needed. Being rigid can lead to unnecessary stress and burnout. If you find that you're falling behind on your study schedule, or if a particular topic is proving more challenging than expected, don't be afraid to adjust your plan accordingly. It's better to take a little extra time to understand a difficult concept than to rush through it and risk not fully grasping it. Remember, your study plan is not set in stone. It's a flexible guide that should evolve and change as you progress through your studies and gain a better understanding of your strengths and weaknesses. It's a living document that should evolve and change as you progress through your studies and gain a better understanding of your strengths and weaknesses. Regularly updating your plan ensures that it remains relevant and effective. Don't beat yourself up if you need to make adjustments along the way. It's a natural part of the learning process. The most important thing is to stay committed to your goals and keep moving forward, one step at a time. Celebrate your milestones no matter how small, and keep your eyes on the ultimate prize, passing the NCLEX and becoming a licensed nurse. Hey future nurses, we are in the final stretch of this NCLEX study plan, and you guys are doing amazing. But listen, we can't talk about acing this exam without talking about self-care. You've heard it a million times, but that's because it's true. Taking care of your mental and physical health is just as important as studying. Think about it like this. Can you run a marathon without stopping for water or rest? Nope. It's the same with studying. Your brain needs breaks to recharge and process all that information you're throwing at it. So, what does a good study break look like? Step away from the books, guys. Seriously, put them down, get up and move. Go for a walk, call a friend, listen to your favorite music. Anything that helps you relax and de-stress. Remember, burnout is real, and the last thing you want is to feel completely drained before you even sit for the NCLEX. Taking breaks isn't selfish, it's strategic. It's about setting yourself up for success in the long run. We're in the home stretch now, guys. The finish line is in sight, and all your hard work is about to pay off. As you fine-tune your NCLEX prep, I wanted to share some final tips that I know will make a difference. These tips are designed to help you maximize your study time and ensure you're as prepared as possible. First up, don't underestimate the power of starting early. Getting a head start can set the tone for your entire study period. I know life gets busy, but even setting aside 30 minutes a day to review content can make a huge difference. Remember, consistency is key. It's not about cramming everything in at once, but about steady, continuous progress. Think of it like building a house. You lay the foundation brick by brick. Each study session adds another layer to your knowledge base. And speaking of consistency, make daily review a non-negotiable part of your routine. This habit will keep the information fresh and reinforce what you've learned. Whether it's going over flashcards, summarizing key concepts, or redoing practice questions, that regular reinforcement is going to solidify your knowledge. Each method has its own benefits, so mix it up to keep things interesting. That regular reinforcement is going to solidify your knowledge. Highlighting key points, organizing your notes, and immersing yourself in the material will make a big difference. Remember, cramming is not your friend. It might seem like a good idea at the time, but trust me, it's not going to do you any favors in the long run. Instead, focus on understanding the material thoroughly. It might seem like a good idea at the time, but trust me, it's not going to do you any favors in the long run. Exhaustion and stress can hinder your ability to retain information. Spacing out your studying will lead to much better retention and understanding. A well-organized study schedule can help you manage your time effectively and reduce last-minute stress. Now let's talk about practice tests. They are your secret weapon. These tests are invaluable for several reasons. They are your secret weapon. Not only do they familiarize you with the format of the NCLEX, but they also highlight your strengths and areas that need a little more attention. Celebrate your successes and learn from your mistakes. Not only do they familiarize you with the format of the NCLEX, but they also highlight your strengths and areas that need a little more attention. This insight is crucial for targeted studying. But they also highlight your strengths and areas that need a little more attention. Make sure to review your results thoroughly and focus on improving your weak spots. Make sure you're taking full-length practice tests under timed conditions to simulate the real deal. This practice will help you build stamina and get comfortable with the test format. It's a game changer for building stamina and managing test day anxiety. Incorporate stress relief techniques into your routine to stay calm and focused. And finally, but perhaps most importantly, remember to believe in yourself. Confidence is key. You've prepared, you've studied, and now it's time to trust in your abilities. I know you've put in the work. You've got this. Celebrate your small victories along the way and keep pushing forward. Visualize yourself confidently answering those questions and crushing the NCLEX. Positive visualization can boost your confidence and performance. Remember, a positive mindset can go a long way. Stay optimistic and keep your eye on the prize. You've got the knowledge, you've got the skills, and you've got this. Walk into that exam room with confidence and give it your best shot. Good luck! Good. And there you have it, future nurses, your ultimate guide to conquering the NCLEX. I am so incredibly proud of your dedication and hard work. Remember everything we talked about, from understanding the exam format and creating a study schedule, to prioritizing self-care and staying positive. You've got all the tools you need to succeed. Now go out there and make it happen. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Nurse Career Blueprint for more tips and resources. Check the links in the description for additional study materials and support. Good luck with your NCLEX prep, and remember, you've got this.